Funky Fitness Now, episode 19. Funky fitness classes.
Now, here's the beautiful thing. If you don't have contempt for your father, but you also want to be part of the hip now crowd, you can do it on your phone.
Welcome to Funky Fitness Now, where every week we take a look at some of the creative, unusual, and crazy things people do to get fit. We have a lot of fun, and occasionally we even learn something. So fasten your weight belt. It's time for Funky Fitness Now. Here are your hosts, Steve Stearns and Jessica Bailey.
Hi, this is Steve Stearns from Outside Health and Fitness, and welcome to Funky Fitness Now, episode number 19. And we're talking about funky fitness classes with teachers and funky principals and funky blackboards and all that stuff. And I'm joined by my co-host, Jessica Bailey from Sassy Girl Fitness NYC.
Hey, I love that you referred to funky fitness classes with blackboards.
Sure.
When have you taken a fitness class and there has been a blackboard?
Right. Almost never. That's true. I just got this whole classroom thing in my head. That's all.
Oh, that's it. Oh, it's got to be.
Yeah.
I love it, though. It's great.
Yeah.
That's your association with classes, blackboards. Okay.
Yeah. Blackboards, classes, teachers, homework. Blech. And it's all funky.
Are you the type to go into a class, or do you like to work out by yourself?
Yeah, I like to work out by myself for the most part. Mm-hmm. But I get the whole class thing. I mean, I get the fact that it's a very social thing. It's people can kind of team up and make sure the other one goes, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Obviously, I like it because I teach them and I take them. I joined this thing called Class Pass, and it's you can take fitness classes all over the city at different studios. And it's wonderful for me because I get to see what else is out there and what other teachers are doing. And the only way you become a better instructor is by learning from other people. So I find things that I like and I do them.
Yeah. For you, it's almost a business expense.
Yeah. I mean, it has to be. It's like anything else. You do what you're interested in, right? I'm interested in working out, so let's do it.
Yeah. And it's great. Like you said, you get to try all kinds of different things. So
the one thing that I do like about this app that I use, ClassPass, is that I get to try an array of classes, and I have tried some unusual stuff. But these classes that I have tonight are very interesting to me.
Now, have you taken any of these classes that you're going to talk about tonight?
No, and I will not.
You won't? Okay. They're just way too funky for the most part.
They're a little funky, and they're not totally in my repertoire of things that I know about.
They're not in your wheelhouse.
Yeah, it's not in my wheelhouse. Good one. Yeah,
means.
It's not. No. So the one that I found to be the most entertaining is called Shack Track and Field.
Is this Shaquille O'Neal? No?
No, not at all.
Darn it.
So Shack Track and Field is based off of this fast food restaurant called the Shake Shack. And I believe it's here in New York City. It's like a burger joint. Like they got burgers and fries and milkshakes and stuff like that.
All healthy stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All healthy. Right? You equate healthy and Shake Shack together. It's fine.
Sure.
So in fitness, it's common knowledge that it's good to have a goal to work towards, like run a 10K or your high school reunion is coming up. Mm-hmm. But in this case, burger and fries can be a damn good motivator. So what they have is a workout club. So you meet every Saturday and you run 3 to 5 miles, or if cycling is your thing, you cycle for 40 miles, and at the end of your workout, you eat burgers and fries, and you get a beer, a glass of wine, or a non-alcoholic beverage to wash it down.
Okay, I don't get it. So you run 3 or 4 miles, which probably burns off like a couple of fries.
Right.
And then you eat a cheeseburger and a bunch of fries and a beer.
Yep, that's pretty much what the Shake Shack workout club is. People want to take care of their health, right?
Yeah.
But they are a burger joint.
Yeah.
So they want to also make money. So they're like, how can we combine selling burgers and fitness? Let's have a workout club. We'll encourage people to run.
Yeah. And clearly, if you are able to go over there on a Saturday and run 4 miles or cycle 40 miles, then you probably are doing that more regularly than just once a week before you have a burger.
Probably. I mean, maybe you're doing it for social aspects. You
Yeah.
know, like, hey, my girlfriend and I always love to run 5 miles. We also like to have lunch, so let's combine the two.
We also like to have lunch. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, who doesn't like to have lunch? But the thing is, right, you're not going to be like just sitting around on the couch eating Doritos and watching movies and playing video games and then go, I think I'm going to go run 4 miles and get a burger. You know, I mean, you're probably going to be someone that's into the fitness thing anyway.
Right. Which is funny because if you're into fitness, you're probably not eating burgers and fries on a regular basis. And if you're into fitness, after your workout, that's the last thing you want to do.
Absolutely.
Is put a burger into your body.
Yeah. Hey, it's working for them. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. Speaking of working for them, Twerk Shop.
Oh, what is this?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a very clever name, obviously, right? Twerk Shop, Workshop, Twerk Shop. But what the heck is twerking? You know, I'm like an old guy that lives in the woods in Maine. Do I know anything about twerking? Absolutely not. So I did find an interesting clip of a guy who kind of explains what twerking is, and I think it's important that we start there because I had no idea the level, what it means. It's incredible. So listen to this. Hang on.
Twerk, here it is, finally, twerk, a series of movements made by females of the humanoid variety as an expression of contempt for their fathers. We were at the club last night, and I got great footage of Josephine dancing on that twerk tip. So if I want to twerk, I A, have to be humanoid variety, B, have to have a contempt for my father. I love my father, so what occasion would I have for twerking?
Oh my God. Okay, how many times did he say contempt for your father, and how many times did he say father?
Yeah.
That is a game.
Yeah, and what is that? I don't get that. It's a dance that it's the female humanoid variety. So I guess that would be half of the population. And then you have to have contempt for your father to do this? I don't get that.
I guess you do. Apparently so. You have to be very, very upset at your father.
Strange.
No twerking for you if you like him.
That's right. So it's basically, and maybe you've. I'm glad it's only for females because I think I would probably throw out a hip or something trying to do this. But you know, it's this pelvic kind of a thing that you do, and apparently it's very good for your obliques, your quads, your glutes, all that kind of stuff. Most of these things that I've ever run into, the whole dance fitness thing, it's, you know, they talk a lot about the confidence. You get much more confident. Apparently you can burn a lot of calories doing it. They say up to 500 an hour, so you could probably absorb like half of one of those cheeseburgers at the other place.
Excellent.
I don't know, but and there's tons of these twerkouts that they call them. You can do either in a class setting, or you can do them in the privacy of your own home because they've got DVDs and downloadable stuff. And I found all kinds of stuff on YouTube, and I don't know.
I really want to know if Melissa twerks.
No.
Does she twerk? Does she like her? She likes her father then.
Yes.
Let's try to get Melissa to record herself twerking. That would be awesome.
Do you do that? Do you twerk?
I love my dad, so no, I don't twerk.
I can't believe it all comes down to your father. I don't get that. I just struggle with that part. It doesn't make sense.
My dad and I have a really great relationship, so no twerking for me.
You're right. You're twerked out. You don't need to do it.
Right. I don't have contempt for him.
Now, here's the beautiful thing. If you don't have contempt for your father and you don't feel like you want to do twerking, but you also want to be part of the hip now crowd, you can do it on your phone. Because I found an app called Santa's Twerk Shop.
Oh, if Santa is involved in this, then I am in. I love Santa. Are you kidding me? Tell me about this.
It's the Christmas spirit. It basically what it is you put your face on one of these little twerking elves or whatever, and the phone does the rest.
Oh, so really you do nothing.
I'll have a link to that in the show notes, so you can, if you want to, twerk on your phone, go for it. Because to each his phone.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put my face on that, and I'm going to send it to my dad.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. I have no contempt for you. I'm uncontempted for anti-contempt. How do you say that?
I'm anti-contempted?
Non-contempted? I have no idea how that works.
I have no contempt.
No, I have none.
I think that's what I'll say.
That's what we'll do, yes.
Yeah.
So that's the twerk shop.
Good.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
And oh look,
I
can
love
see what your next one is, and it ties in because it's like, Luke, I am your father. How do they do that?
Actually, it does tie in. You know why?
Yeah.
Because my next one is the lightsaber workout.
Exactly. Luke, I am
Oh my
your
God,
father.
right? It really did. Thank God you know that voice and
Yeah.
how to do it.
Oh, no,
I
are
wouldn't
you
have
kidding?
been able to segue well.
That sounded terrible.
Well, I mean, at least I knew what you were talking about.
Thank you. I don't. Clearly, I don't do voices.
It's okay. It's all in your heart. That's all right.
I'm trying.
So it's not technically a workout, but if you love lightsabers, who cares? It's freaking lightsabers. I mean, I'm not really a Jedi, but are you a Jedi?
No.
Do you consider yourself? Yeah, no,
No.
neither do I.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so this founder, his name is Flynn Michael. I don't know, I got that messed up.
Flynn Michael.
Flynn
Michael Flynn.
Michael.
Flynn Michael.
And he considers himself a New York Jedi. That is a thing. Do not think it is not. It is a thing.
All right.
And he's got a background in martial arts and film fight choreography.
Okay.
And he imparts the ways of the Force in a 2-hour electro sword class.
That sounds actually kind of fun.
I mean, actually, I was thinking it was kind of ridiculous at first.
Yeah.
But the more I think about it, like, this guy knows what he's doing. It's not just like some guy that's like has his lightsaber and he's like doing weird moves and then sitting down and eating chips. It's probably a lot of upper body strength. You're like shuffling from side to side. There's a lot of coordination involved.
Yeah. It's probably very similar to any of those combat art. Like boxing is deceptively difficult. I mean, that's an incredibly tough workout, This is probably very similar to that. I mean, it's a total body thing. You're moving around. I don't know what the weight of a lightsaber is, or what do they use? Is it like a fluorescent bulb with duct tape on it?
It's an electro sword class.
Oh,
I have
electro
no
sword.
idea.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. I have no idea what that is, but I mean, is it what I think it is, where it's like
Electro
not really
sword. Oh,
a sword, but it looks like a sword?
I'm hoping it's not a real sword. It's
I
got to
don't
be.
think it is, right?
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where it does that kind of thing, and when they clash
Nice.
together. Listen
It's
to the
amazing.
voices. I'm like Paul Lynde.
Yeah, your voices are amazing. I think you need to stop your career in whatever you're doing and get into voice work,
I love
because
that. Stop your career in whatever that is and do the voice thing.
well, and just go into voices.
Just go
because
into-
you've got a talent.
Yeah, just go into it. Whatever.
Also, I wanted you to know that their logo
Yeah.
is a Statue of Liberty with a lightsaber.
Nice.
Just so you know.
I think this is pretty cool. It's kind of like I've heard of these websites and stuff where it's like nerd fitness. So it's like
Yes.
it's like this whole kind of, I don't know if it's a comic book or like an adventure game angle to the whole fitness thing. This could be very similar. You get these people that are way into Star Wars, and this is perfect for them. They're going to get all excited about going to the class and all that stuff.
To each his own.
Yes. So those are pretty funky fitness classes for sure.
Yeah. They're very interesting classes.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I would definitely, the twerk thing is way out because I'd throw out a hip or I'd hurt myself. And you have to be female anyway. But I would definitely try the Star Wars thing. That sounds kind of fun.
The lightsaber workout.
Yeah. I am really psyched, though, because, and I know you and I had a conversation about this, we actually got some great reviews on iTunes this week. Yay!
I know. Yay for us.
That's awesome, and it gets us that much closer to our goal. So we're really excited about it. And I just wanted to read one so that you get a sense of what it is. So Harlem to Brooklyn said, "Funky, fresh, fun fitness show. This is a must-listen. The co-hosts, Jessica and Steve, have a great rapport. They have a fresh and funny way of looking at fitness fads. Some really great ideas to keep your workout new, plus some fads out there that are super entertaining. They must have a great research department to find some of those crazier fitness fads. Very fun show." And we have no research department.
Oh my God, that's awesome. That's the best review. I love that review.
Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's very nice. Thank you so much, Harlem to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, thank you, Harlem. That's awesome.
And if you are listening and you want to help out and do the same thing, please do. We love to hear your reviews, and we're still just shy of our goal, so we're looking for some more. I'm going to put a link in the show notes. So if you're listening on an iOS device using the podcast app, all you have to do is click on the cover art for the Funky Fitness episode that you're listening to, and you'll get the show notes. And in the show notes, there'll be a link. Just click it, boom. You can just leave a review right there. It's easy as pie.
Amazing. And I want everyone to know that we are at 7 reviews, and our goal is 17. So we're there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
So just 10 more to go.
Yeah. I almost did the math in my head there. Yes, 10 more to go. That's right. Easy.
Woohoo!
So for the rest of this episode, stop by funkyfitnessnow.com/19. We'll have links to everything that we talked about in the show today. And I've got some more information, including a link on how to twerk with Kira Lachey. Sounds pretty good.
Amazing.
Yeah, so you can get your twerk on at home if you go over to the episode show notes. And while you're there, make sure to get your free copy of our ebook, 25 Funky Ways to Live Longer. That way you can twerk until you're over 100. I wonder if anyone over 100 has ever twerked before. Do you think?
Well, twerking is kind of a new thing, so I'm going to say no.
You're going to say no, yeah. I think it would be painful. And
yeah,
they probably don't even remember their fathers.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
All right.
But the ones that have contempt for their fathers don't do the twerking.
That's right. They don't do it. So what are we talking about next week?
Oh, next week it's very funky. We're doing Funky Fitness Pets, the cat edition. All of the all of the fitness questions you have about your cat, we are going to ask those questions and give you some answers.
That's right. So if you and your cat should listen next week for sure. My cat is way out of shape. She's going to have to listen to this episode.
Yeah, my cat's out of shape too.
All right. I'll see you next week.
Right.
Bye.
All right. Sounds good. See you then.
Thanks for listening to the show. If you haven't already, make sure you visit funkyfitnessnow.com for more of the weird, wild, and kooky things people do to stay fit. While you're there, be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter so you never miss an episode. See you next week.